So, why start a YouTube channel? Well, why not? Why not? And here are some reasons that people give that why they shouldn't start a YouTube channel. Okay, so reasons are, I'm too old. Oh, the collagen has reduced, it's disappearing. Don't understand the technology. I've got nothing to share. YouTube is for young people. There's nowhere for me to record. I don't have a space. I'm scared to start recording, and uploading's even worse, the thought of that. What will people think of me? What if I get negative comments? What if I get no subscribers? What if? Just stop. Stop. Well, for a start, if we are over 50, if you're over 50, you will definitely have something to share. That's for sure. These things could be simple, like how to cook. There's many people that don't know how to cook. How to budget. How to take care of yourself after 50. Yeah? What's life like if you're a grandparent? What is life like as a grandparent? How's parenting? You might have good parenting skills to share. Lessons learned from life. How to have a happy marriage. Life after divorce, etc., etc. People over 50, we have a wealth of experiences that we can share with others. And, people need to hear those experiences and learn from them. And people will appreciate it. Especially younger people, they will appreciate the skills that we over 50 have to share. Okay? So, basically, you're not too old. Yeah? You're not too old to start a YouTube channel. We live when young people need wisdom. We live in a time when people need wisdom. They need the wisdom of mature people. And that is so true, isn't it? You can see around you, you just have to look around you, the world, the state of the world, that, there's a lot of information around, but there's not much wisdom. And so it's important to get people on here to share their wisdom. So we live in a society basically when today we need a lot of encouragement. People need encouragement, and if you're an encourager, you can be on here encouraging using your skills of encouragement skills. It's well needed, and there are plenty of people that really need encouragement in this life today. So we do need to hear your experiences. Your wrinkles are to be treasured. You've earned them. I've earned my laughter lines. I've earned them. YouTube is, it welcomes wrinkles. It welcomes mature people. YouTube has really changed. It values mature people. It values mature content creators. And, if you look around, you can see that even more experienced YouTubers are saying that, YouTube has really changed, and we live in a society where wisdom is so needed. I can't even stress that enough. It's so needed, especially by the young. There's so much misinformation out there. There's so much discouragement out there. There's so much negativity out there. There's so much stress out there. If you're, someone that can encourage people, then that's needed today. It really is. So, once again, I've said that you have experiences, skills that you can share, okay? You can learn how to record, and you can learn how to upload, okay? Because I know you already have the skills and you have the experiences, so you may need to learn how to upload, how to record. And that's not that difficult. If you just have a basic phone with a camera, I'm using a basic phone with a camera, and you just start. I'm just starting with what I've got. You can record outdoors if you think that you have no space to record. There's outdoors in the fresh air. You get amazing light. In nature, if you walk, you can find a little place on a bench or somewhere where you can record videos. In the car, you can record from the car. People do record in their car. The living room, kitchen, with a drink, with a hot drink. you can just make it cozy, you know, as you'd like. Practice recording on your phone. You know, if you haven't done that already, just practice speaking into the camera. Not like this. If I do this, I'm looking at the image that's on the phone, the image of myself, then you can see, if I take my glasses off, that I'm not looking at you. If I'm looking at the image that's of myself in the camera, I'm not looking at you. So it's important to look at the lens, at the camera, right? It took me a little while to kind of get used to that. So it's things like that you might need to practice. Don't look at yourself like this, because I wouldn't be looking at you now, but look at the lens on the phone. Okay, hope that tip's helpful, because I didn't get that. I didn't know where to look at first. Okay, so that's one little thing to help you to learn to practice with your phone. Okay, so wherever you are, you know, if you're in your car and you've got a spare minute, just hit record and just practice just speaking into the camera, and then having a look at it and then see how that looks. Yeah. So yeah, that's one way to start, just small steps. Yeah, another reason to start a YouTube channel is that authenticity is really needed in this world. Being yourself, yeah? Don't worry about what other people think. Yeah, don't worry about that at all. There's no need to worry about that. Just be yourself, be authentic, just share what you know, share your experiences, just share, you know, if you're going shopping, share that. You know, if you start to become vegan, share that. If you've got a health issue, share that. If you want to, you know, obviously it's what you want to share. Yeah, share how you're treating yourself. How do you take care of yourself after you know, over 50? You know, there are people who are really fit after 50. Share that routine. Share your fitness regimen. Share your diet. Share what, you know, you eat. If something happens in your life, you can share that. There's just so many things you can do on YouTube to share your wisdom. You could talk to young people. You know, you could have wisdom for young people, life lessons. There's so many things you can do. I would say also watch YouTube videos as well if you want to get ideas on how people present, on how you know, especially if it's in your area. If you've discovered what you want to share, look at that, the niche, you know, the area, the content creators that are already providing content in the area that you want to provide content in, and just see how they do it. You know, just get ideas. You can use some of those ideas, share the ideas. I mean, even if you want to start with a video like this, you know, just to encourage other people to get onto YouTube, you know, you can copy my ideas. I don't mind at all. You know, that's what YouTube's about. It's just about sharing. We get ideas from others, get ideas from other content creators. And of course, you put your own personality in it, okay? Because you will have your personality. Yeah, everybody's going to be different. Put your own, add your own flair to it, okay? So it's all going to be different. And each one of us will appeal to different people. So it's not really copying people, because you have your own personality. So that will appeal to a different set of people, to maybe the people that you originally heard the content from. Yeah, so, you know, you will appeal to certain people, you know, that will resonate with you. You know, for example, somebody else might say something, and then I might say something, and then the people might resonate more with that other person. Yeah, because they can relate to them. Yeah, for some reason, there's just something in the personality that we're drawn to. Okay, so yeah, so watch the YouTube videos in your niche, and record, practice, record, and you can even keep them on private for a little while if you know, and you keep practicing. Put them on YouTube. You can put them in private mode, and then practice, and then upload. Yeah, press the upload. Yeah, nobody's perfect anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. Just press the upload button and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, so don't worry also about negative comments or anything like that, because usually if people are doing negative comments, it's because usually they're having a rough day, or something like that. So you don't take anything like that personally. You know, it's not about you usually. I always say, even if people do positive comments, it's more about, you learn more about the person who's making the comments. Yeah, it's more about them than about you, and that applies to both negative and positive comments actually. And and that's the truth. It reveals more about the person than who is being targeted. Yeah, so which is, you know, obviously it's lovely to get positive comments, but you know, positive comments reveal the commentator's mindset at that time, okay, and how they're feeling, rather than actually about you. So that's just something to keep us all grounded right there, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, just stay focused as well, you know, stay focused. Once you've got your niche, write out a list of things that you want to do and stay focused on that list. Go through it. Obviously, if you have more ideas, you can add to the list as well, but just keep practicing. And then, you know, maybe after the 2 or 3 times, you can hit the upload button. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I mean, I'm just sitting here on the sofa in my living room. I've actually got something to steady the camera now. It just happens to be a music stand. And so that's all I'm doing. I'm just making do with what I've got. Okay, another reason for starting a YouTube channel is that it could potentially be another form of income, right? So YouTube can be a form of income with consistency and with time. Yeah, you will begin to get views. You will eventually begin to get subscribers. Mine obviously is a new channel as well, so I'm still building my channel, and you know, we can grow together. And I think that's wonderful, because sometimes, you know, when you listen to, I've listened to, in my experience, I've listened to some people that are really far ahead. In fact, you know, and I'm thinking, I'm just starting. Oh boy, it's like a huge leap. But something like mine, you know, it's at the moment anyway, currently, I don't have that many views. And, you know, so it's like we'll be growing together, which would be fantastic, really fantastic. You know, so because I'm not too far ahead of you if you haven't started already. I'm a few steps in front of you. So we can walk together, help each other, teach each other, learn. And I think it would be wonderful to actually do that on this channel as well. If you have any tips that you've learned, you could share them in the comments section. And obviously, if I have any tips, I'll be sharing them in my videos. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, grow together. Another reason for starting a YouTube channel is that it's a great way to become more of a producer rather than a consumer. Yeah, we are designed to be producers. We are creative. We are not designed to be primarily consumers. Yeah, consume, consume, consume. It's not the healthiest way to be, is it? If we're constantly scrolling through stuff, you know, scrolling on social media, produce instead. It's a much more fulfilling way to live, really, and it's actually very beneficial to society, especially if you're an encourager. You know, you've got skills to share, you're over 50, you're mature, you can be a role model for young people. So yeah, we were definitely meant to create. Being creative is a very it's a very important aspect of our lives, actually, to be able, the ability to create, yeah, to produce. We are creative beings, yeah. So content creation is wonderful. It's a fantastic way to share your creation with others as well. And you could end up being monetized. Who knows? Yeah, yes, I'm sure we will be. A lot of you will be, you know. Yeah, so yeah, create. And if you do it with consistency as well, I believe that we will all benefit, yeah, from that. And, you know, other people listening can benefit if you're sharing good information with them as well. Right, also another benefit is that you actually learn a lot about yourself while you're creating videos, because you tend to accept your flaws more, you know. Because when I first started, I was concerned, like you know, many of you I should say, or maybe not, I don't know. I was concerned about my appearance. I was thinking, oh, you know, it's for young people, you know. I'm too old now for that. But, you know, I believe since I've been doing this, I've become less, what's the word? Less, well, obviously less apprehensive about wrinkles, about, you know, because I think there are, you know, I've earned these wrinkles. I've earned them, right? I'm sure if you have them, you've earned them too, right? So, you know, it's just a new way of being, really, and it's exciting. I'm quite excited about it actually, because it's just something new. You know, this technology, you learn. You know, you learn step by step. You start with what you have, maybe a basic phone. You know, just if you just got a sofa like this and something to stand your phone on, you've got decent light, reasonable light, then, you know, away you go. It's something nice. And it's very important as we get older to keep learning, isn't it? You know, so that's another reason as well. You keep learning. It's important to keep learning as you get older, because it keeps the mind active. It's very, very good to keep those brains, you know, the brain cells ticking over. And we will be learning, obviously. We're starting a YouTube channel. There is something to learn, you know, how to record, how long should the video be? Well, I would say 15 to 20 minutes, really, if you can, yeah. And I think once you get going, you will, you know, 20 minutes will go quite quickly. I mean, I'm already at 16 minutes in this video, and I'm thinking, wow, it's gone quickly. Okay, so yeah, another reason is that young people really do need mature role models. In this society, more than ever before, young people need mature role models, because this world is crazy at the moment. Okay, so young people really do need mature role models, and what better place for a mature role model to be than on social media, where young people are. Okay, so, you know, you have skills, you have wisdom to share. So share your wisdom, share your life wisdom, share your life experiences, share your mistakes, share what you've learned, share. Over 50, we all have something to share. We have all learned something from our life mistakes. We have all learned skills along the way. We have probably often raised children, maybe grandchildren we have. You know, share your wisdom with them, and they would love to see you on YouTube. You know, they really would. I mean, can you imagine grandchildren? Oh, there's grandma, there's granddad on YouTube, or son or daughter. You know, oh, mum's on YouTube. Yeah. So it's just a wonderful way to share your wisdom. So whatever life skills you have, whatever you have learnt in life, whatever you know, your experience you've been through, whether that's raising children, having a happy married life, or even if you're living on your own, you know, if your spouse is no longer with us, yeah, is no longer with you, you know, you can share that experience, how to cope with life after a bereavement, how to cope with life after a divorce, how to cope with life generally, you know, how to cope, how have you coped, how to cope with any illnesses, what treatments you might be having, advice to your younger self, you know, what would you tell your younger self now? Now that you're over 50, you know, what advice would you have for your 18-year-old self, you know, for your 12-year-old self? You know, that's a very interesting thing to do, actually, by the way. You know, what would you share with your 18-year-old self? Yeah, I wonder, you know, maybe I think some of the things I would share with my 18-year-old self is basically don't think that you are immortal. Because when you're 18, you know, or younger, you know, sometimes you think you're invincible, you know, you think that time goes on and on. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination reigns sometimes when we're that age. And so, yeah, I would definitely tell myself, no, don't procrastinate. Make good use of your time. That's certainly one thing I think I would tell my 18-year-old self. So, yeah, I'm just hoping that these tips are useful to you. I really do. And I want to see you all starting your YouTube channels. Yeah. And if you don't know how to start, one of the good ways to start is to make a list. Make a list. You know, get a specific book of some kind. I mean, I've got my book here that I use to put my notes in, my YouTube book. And, you know, make a list of content that you are interested in for video 1, video 2, etc., etc., etc. You know, you'll probably be reeling off 20 before you know it, a list of 20 content ideas that you might have, okay? And then you can do some research by looking at other YouTubers that are producing content that's in your niche, and then seeing what they do, what ideas. You can make notes of some of the ideas that they say, you know, they're sharing, and then you can use them in your videos. Yeah, I mean, if you want to share some of the ideas in this video, you certainly can. You're quite welcome to. That's what it's all about, sharing and encouraging and helping other people. So, yeah, so get that list done. Get a dedicated book for your YouTube. Write your list out, and then, you know, you can be organized and, you know, maybe have the date when you're going to produce the first video, and then second, third, fourth, etc. video, the date. Tick it off once you've done it. But before you do that, practice with your phone, recording in the car, recording wherever, in nature, on your sofa, anyway, you can record, and then just practice. And then, you know, you can do it for real, you know, just hit that record button and then hit that upload, yeah, and share publicly, yeah. So, and then, you know, just see how it goes, and then just move on to the next one. Try and do it consistently. If once you've got your list, that's what I would encourage you to do first. Have a list of things that you want to talk about, your experiences, you know, and get the list down, and then once you've done that, you know, find a little place you want to record. Practice for a little bit if you want to, if you need to. Make sure you're looking at the lens and not at yourself like this. Yeah, make sure you're looking at the lens. That's something you might have to practice. I don't know. I had to practice that. And then just upload. Yeah, give your YouTube a name. Think of a name for your YouTube channel. You know, Cooking with Susan, or I don't know, whatever it is you're doing. Gardening with Gary, whatever it is you're doing, yeah. Just give it a name, and then once you've done that, it'd be interesting to know how many people actually do this. Yeah, I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments section if you decide to start your channel. I would encourage you. I would really encourage you to do that. Young people really do need our wisdom. They do. They need our wisdom, and we need each other to encourage each other as well to do it, okay? Because I know it can be scary, but don't be scared. You know, you're not alone. If I can do it, you can certainly do it, okay? So I look forward to those comments saying that you've started your research and you've got your book and you're starting your research to do your YouTube channel as well. Okay, all the best. So I'll see you. Take care.